Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a foundation review on a foundation I've been wearing for a week and absolutely loving. But before we get started, I would like to say if you have not subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to do so. There is also a little bell that if you click on it, you'll get bell notifications, which means anytime I upload a video, it will let you know. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get started. So the only thing I have on right now is I did my hair with my Sebastian Potion number 9. I just put it in my dry hair and crunched it up to get the beach waves. And then to go ahead and set that, I've been loving this Pantene Pro V alcohol-free spray. It smells really good and it holds very well. Okay, so the foundation I wanted to share with you is by Lancome. It's the Lancome Renergie Lift Makeup. I have it in shade 140. This color is very, very close to my natural skin tone and it looks beautiful on. If you remember in a former video, I talked about the Lancome Tint Miracle and I have it in 140 Ivory N. This one was much lighter and it made me kind of look pale, so I'm sure it'll be fine during like the fall. But I wanted to explain why I decided to try a different Lancome one. This Lancome Tint Miracle looks beautiful. It looks very skin-like, and I was telling you how gorgeous it is, which it is. However, about midday you need to touch up because it'll start to kind of break apart, and I don't like that because with 3 little kids and I'm going to be going back to work soon for teaching, I don't have time to touch up. So even though this is beautiful, to me this is more of something that if you have the time to touch up or if you're going out on a date, this would be perfect. However, during the normal school day, I want something without touch-ups. And this one fits the bill. So it's Lancome Renergie Lift Makeup, and it looks the same way as the Tint Miracle. It gives a skin-like finish, but like I said, I don't find the need to touch this up. So just to show you a comparison of color, right here is the Renergie 140, and then next to it, I'll put the Tint Miracle, which was in the 140 Ivory. So as you can see, right here is the Renergie, and right here is the Ivory. The Ivory is a little bit lighter. So during the fall, you can also see that the Renergie is not as liquidy as the other one. All right, so I'm gonna put about 4 pumps of the foundation in my hand. And then I'm just gonna dot it all around my face. It's so cute. My little 2-year-old, when she comes in and sees me do my makeup, she asked me if I'm putting stickers on my face. I guess because of all the dots, it kind of looks like stickers. All right, so I've already gotten my sponge. This is the Real Technique sponge, dampened, and then I wrap it into a towel to dry it. But actually lately I've been wrapping it in a tissue because I found that since I don't clean this every single night, the coloration was getting onto my towels. So I started doing it in a tissue instead. All right, when you do this technique, it's important to always start where you want the most color. So normally during your cheeks or like your nose is where you have the most discoloration or redness. So you always want to start there when you're putting the foundation on so it has the most concentration. And then you will move outwards because you will have less of the color as you move outwards. So always start where you want the most color. Now with this foundation, since I have played with it a little bit, one thing I can tell you is it is light to medium coverage, but if you want a little bit more coverage, you can build this to about a medium. You cannot definitely not do full with it, but if you put a second layer on, you can definitely get a medium coverage. It is like super hot out here in the sunroom, so I'm not going to do that because I'm already starting to glisten as I do this video. And it's also important that you go ahead and you blend it underneath your chin and a little bit down your neck. With this color, if you can see, it's it has like a light matte but dewy. It's so pretty, just like the Tint Miracle. But like I said, you don't have to touch it up, which is phenomenal in my book. Okay, then the next thing that we're going to do is our eyes. So today I'm going to do the Naked Urban Decay palette. And in here, the thing that I love about it, it has all the shades that you need to do an eye color. So I'm just going to go ahead and take a pretty fluffy brush, and I'm going to take the color over here, Skin, which is the lightest color, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just put it over my eyelids. I don't know if you noticed, but when I was putting on my foundation, I put it on my eyelids too. I find that doing that saves me from needing an eyeshadow primer because this eyeshadow just, well, any eyeshadow just clings right to the foundation. So it saves me a step and a little bit of money. So I'm going to go ahead and just put this all over to kind of give myself an overall color to blend into. All right, then the next thing you do is usually your crease color. I like my eyes to look pretty natural. So if you look at the palette here, I'm going to go in probably with this Frisk color. They always kind of recommend, makeup artists I should say, because my husband always says, who's them, to go in with a slightly darker color than your natural color, because the whole point of the crease color is to just make it look like a shadow. So when the light hits your face, where would your shadow fall? I do mine a little bit higher than my crease, along with my crease, because I need my eyes, they're really small, to look more open, and so this helps to give that illusion that they're a little bit more open and bigger, like so. So it just looks like the shadow is right there. Okay, then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do my outer V, which you usually go with a darker color. I'm going to do the cover color, which is right next to that. So I'm just going to go right here at the corner. You don't want to go maybe like 1/4 of an inch in, and then go up into your crease and form like a little V with that darker color, like so. And then I'm going to go and do the other side. So I'm just going to go in about 1/4 with the darker color. And then I'm going to go up into my crease, making that V with the darker color. There we go. So this helps to make your eyes look a little bit more wide and awake. I do have a little bit of fallout with this palette, so I'm just going to take a big fluffy brush and just kind of brush it away so it doesn't set onto my foundation. Okay, the next thing I want to do is I want my eyelid to pop, so I'm going to go in with this Stark color, which is right next to the second one in, that's right next to there. And I'm going to go in with like a flat brush. So I have this one, let me show you a little bit closer. It's like a little bit of a flat brush. And the whole reason why I'm doing that is I want it to deposit, when I'm putting it on here, I'm also laying my brush flat, not on the side, I'm laying it on the side flat, because I want to just press it right there onto my eyelid, not going to where I did the deeper V. So I'm concentrating that color right on the eyelid. Like so. Okay, and then I want to kind of blend it all together. So the best thing to do is to take a big fluffy brush that's relatively clean, I just used it a second ago, and just go and fluff it all together to kind of blend it out. So you don't have any harsh start and stop lines to your eyeshadow. All right, next I'm going to go in with my eyeliner. I'm going to use my Maybelline Unstoppable in their brown shade. With my eyes, because of them being smaller especially, I kind of start on the lid in like the center and then I work my way out. I don't want to drag it all the way in because then it will make my eyes look even smaller. Like so. I'm going to go over and do the other one, starting about halfway and pulling it out. Alright, and then to kind of give the illusion, to make your eye not look like it's going down, I'm going to kind of go to the end and flick it up just very, very slightly. So you want to do like an upward slant because you don't want it to drag down your eye. So it's a very small little upward slant, I don't know if you can see that. Okay, on the bottom, I'm going to start at the inner corner and I'm going to work my way in about halfway. Because once again, I don't want to take it all the way across because then it'll make my eyes look really small. Okay, and then I do not like that line to be very harsh. So what I do is I go back in with my palette and I use the same color, which this one was Frisk, that I used to do my shadow up top in my crease. And I just go right over that eyeshadow, the eyeshadow with the liner, sorry. I'm not talking right. I'm going over the liner with the eyeshadow, you know what I'm saying? So it helps it to stay in place, but it also helps to light it up and not be so stark underneath your eye. And it looks more like a shadow underneath there as well. Like so. Okay, then after that, I'm gonna go in with my Mercier the brightening powder. I love this stuff, with a big fluffy brush. And you don't need a lot, so you just tap off the excess and just lightly dust it right under your eye. Okay, and then after that, I find with this foundation that I don't need to set all of it. I do find sometimes with the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores powder that sometimes it lightens my foundation just slightly, and I don't really like that. So I'm just gonna go into the areas that sometimes get oil on me because I have combination skin, which is like right on my cheeks, my forehead, my nose, and my chin. I'm just gonna dab it on. Once again, when you do this, I don't like how messy it is, but when you do this, you just wanna dab it wherever you want it. You don't wanna sweep it because it might sweep away some of the foundation. So just dab it right onto the areas where it's needed. Like I said, I don't really need it everywhere. And that's it. Okay. Then after that, I'm gonna go ahead and do my blush. As you guys all know, I love the Bobbi Brown Antigua color. I know it's part of the bronzing collection. It's this beautiful pink with a little bit of shimmer. Oh, it's so pretty though. And it looks great on fair to porcelain skin tones. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that right onto the apples of my cheeks. Okay, then I just got this Becca highlighting powder. I think I talked about it in one of my other videos. It's called Moonstone. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty, and it's so flattering on fair skin tones. It just looks so natural. So I'm just gonna sweep that right above where my blush is, and it gives this beautiful, can you see how the sun's hitting off of there? This beautiful glow. It's so pretty. I'm just gonna go down my nose, now my chin, which is where the sun would usually hit. Okay, then after that, I feel like I'm forgetting something. We're gonna go ahead and do eyebrows. So I love my Benefit brow pencil number 3. And all I'm going to do is push down my eyebrows, and I'm going to go in over top and just lightly draw it in. I like my eyebrows to look just naturally a little bit darkened because my hair is pretty thin on my eyebrows. I'm still debating on going to get my eyebrows done. I've never had someone else do them because I'm afraid, since I don't have very much, that they're going to make it worse, but they might make it super better. So maybe before I go back to work, I will be daring enough to go try it. All right, so they're done. And then I'm gonna go in with my eyelash curler and curl my eyelashes real quick. This really helps your eyelashes look better when you put the mascara on. So don't skip this step. All right, and then I'm gonna go in with my Lash Paradise in black. This is the normal version. As I told you guys before, I've tried the waterproof, and the waterproof to me is great if you're going in the pool or the ocean, but otherwise it tends to dry and flake. So I definitely like the regular version by itself better. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a coat on. I just got that all over my eyelid. Okay. There you go, one coat on. And I'm gonna go ahead and do the bottom lashes. I will tell you, during the school year, I don't put it on the bottom lashes because I find during the day that sometimes if my eyes tear because I have really bad allergies, it doesn't look so pretty at the end of the day. So usually I skip the bottom when I'm teaching and just do the top. I don't know if anyone else does that, but I know I tend to. Okay. So the last thing I want to do is I wanted to go ahead and do the lip color. If you notice, I got this dress off of Amazon and I absolutely love it. It has this beautiful like hot pink color, and I am not one for like bright lipstick, but it goes so well with this. So this is the Pure Envy color. I'm not even going to attempt to say the name of it. It's a pink. It's number 240 in Estee Lauder. I will link it all below so you can find it, but look how pretty that is. And it goes along with the color right in this dress. I love it, but I'm not used to like a bright lip. I'm kind of patting it on there because I don't want it to come out like super, super dark, because this is like super concentrated. As you can see, I hardly put anything on, it's so bright. To kind of make it a little bit more dull, because I'm not used to wearing a super bold color, I'm going to go in with the Loreal color 908 Sparkling Rose over top of it. It just lightens it up just slightly. And then fills in any of the gaps I may have missed. Look how pretty that matches. I'm not used to wearing such dark colors, but I think it looks absolutely gorgeous with this dress. I just wore it to church the other day. Okay, so that is the final product. I thank you for watching, and I sure hope that you already subscribed and hit that bell notification, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.